Perfect. All right, everybody, what's going on? Welcome. What up, Lauren and Jess? How's it going, ladies? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Hope you're having a wonderful, I want to say Thursday. Yeah. Ooh, September 11th. Oh, didn't something really bad today happen a really long time ago? Wow. Sometimes I don't really remember until I say the date out loud. And then I'll be like, why do I? Oh, okay. September 11th. And then what's that other one on the 11th? November 11th. What do we call that day? Poppy Day? No, Veterans Day? 2 11s. I don't think I ever put that together. 11 is that justice? That's justice. Huh, justice served. Walking downtown, looking at stores. I just did so much shopping. Oh my God. I spent so much money on food and expensive olives. Yeah, I did. Pure fifth house of pleasure, baby. Go spend them credit cards, Jess. Why do you think you got them? You got them to spend them. Creative expression, Leo, calling the authorities. A fool's successful journey. What the fuck? This seems so backwards. Heavy weight on the shoulders. Hiding important information from you. What? Okay, so you are dealing with somebody. Okay, you're in your fifth house of pleasure. You're walking downtown. You're fucking spending money. Okay, look at scam. Scam. Fucking done, son. Ain't even spelled right. Okay. An attack on your character and then time and time again in reverse. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you are dealing with somebody right now. Could be a Scorpio, 8th house Scorpio. Also could be Libra energy, could be a Pisces. I'm getting a lot of water with this, but you are dealing with somebody that has scammed you. And the thing is they were pretty successful at it. Okay. And they want to come back around and do it again. Okay. They want to scam you one more time because they're just used to doing it by now. And this time it doesn't work. And the thing is when they go to do it, when they go to do the scam, it's going to be like, now I'm getting that movie Somewhere Beyond the Pines. Or no, Beyond the Pines. Yes, Beyond the Pines. You know, when he goes and does the last bank robbery in the beginning, sexy ass fucking Ryan Gosling. Okay, goes to do this bank, but he's all by himself because the fucking guy that he was working with won't do it anymore. He's got too much heat on him. Okay, but he says he needs money for his kid and all this shit. So he goes and he does it anyways. And the cops get called and he gets busted. Well, not busted, killed. Okay, so that's why I'm like, fifth house of pleasure. Okay, if they're trying to stop your pleasure fucking Okay, say you haven't had sex for a while. Say you haven't been spending those credit cards. Because say you haven't been able to. Okay, locked up in your house, fucking your jobs aren't fucking paying out right, so you don't really have exposable income, so you're not going to go spend your credit cards. Okay, knowing you can't pay it off. Okay, so it's like having a bunch of shit in front of you, and yet you can't use any of it. Okay, you can't use any of it. And it's such bullshit, because this is what that person's doing to you over and over and over again. It's like, if this resonates, it's going to be times where money came in and you had like a great time and you enjoyed it. Okay, you might have ate some lobster. Okay, and then, you know, thinking that like these paychecks are going to continue, everything's going to continue. Okay, this is the big shot. Now we're, you know, we hit the money bags, and it's like you get fired. Okay, or, you know, the job moves on, or you don't get what you think you're going to get, or they cancel the, you know, it's like somehow, because it's a scam. They're con artists. Okay. And con artists, obviously you don't like. Okay. Now, because you don't like them, you are now set up to shut them down. Okay. And so shall it be. We all have mission, okay? And con artists, okay, have been around since the fucking dawn of time, okay? They have been conning collective since day one, okay? And I feel like you're just over it now. Your mission might be changing, or you might put all the fucking pieces together and realize that you've been dealing with con artists your whole fucking life. Okay, your parents were con artists, your fucking family's a bunch of con artists, fucking all your friends were fucking con artists, fucking every job that you work for, fucking bunch of con artists. Like, everybody is just a fucking fraud. Everybody. Okay, because they were trying to say that that's who you were. Okay, you were a con artist. You were a fucking scam. Okay, unoriginal. You're just a copycat. No. They're going to be swallowing them words really fucking quick, because the whole fucking point of what it is that you went through is so then you could do something in your fifth house of pleasure with entertainment. Okay, so whether or not you're like channeling like this, you're fucking writing books, you're singing songs, you're fucking writing, whatever it is, you're in the house of entertainment, because these people kept taking what was yours. So in order to stop that, you have to step into it and become it. Now nobody, oh, what's that movie? Oh my God. Garbage Can Kids. This is not a costume. It's a way of life. Dress for the job you want, not what you have. Be who you are, not who you were. Okay? Like, there's a lot of things that you can do, but like when you fall with the people, then you start becoming what you see as opposed to what you feel. Because then you can walk out and be wearing like, you know, shoes from 2015, and you're like, well, I'm not up to date with all these shoes that everybody's wearing. It's like, yeah, because you're gangsta. You're wearing other shoes like anybody else because you didn't just go to Nike and get the brand new fresh kicks that now everybody's wearing. Okay, because it's Nike's a fucking con artist. Like, they're putting out like $20 sneakers for like $500. It's ridiculous. I went to go buy Nikes the other day. I needed them for work because somebody said, "Oh, buy Nikes, they're great." I'm like, have you looked at the price of them? I don't give a fuck how good you say they are. Unless there's orthotics in that bitch, I'm not going to wear them. Plus, the last Nikes I had, pretty much, they sucked ass, okay? So I went and got Skechers instead. I went to the Skechers, like, actual store. And, I mean, you can only spend, like, $100 because their sneakers are pretty cheap, right? So, anyways, I bought, like, these are, like, not really orthotic ones, but I bought, like, real thick fucking... like you know, soles on them, because like I'm like crooked and like I'm all like Hunchback of Notre Dame, right? So like I need good shoes, but like good shoes are a scam and I don't really like them. Fucking, they're the best. I buy Skechers all the time. Skechers all the way. For a good walking shoe, I'm a bartender. I'm on my feet all day, okay? And my arches, I have arches in my feet like this high. Okay, the arch on my foot is redonkulous, which is so bad for your back. It might be sexy to men, but it is fucked on the back, okay? Like, you need flat feet. Your foot needs to be on the ground, not half of it up like this and then other half down. My feet are so, fuck it. They're called sexy feet. Yeah, sexy feet, my ass. Fucking, where's the fucking rest of them? Okay, I barely even have a footprint. I'm like up like it's a hoof. It's fucking not like it's, I'm overdoing it now, but like, God, it pisses me off because that's what orthotics is. It's got to fill that part in under your foot, and then, so I tried them and, it hurts. I'm like, that hurts. Because now, you put all the weight on your whole foot. I don't know if somebody needs orthotics. Let me tell you, they're going to be $500 and you're going to hate them. Okay? Just to tell you. I don't know why people even buy them. Actually, you know what? I do know somebody that says their orthotics are like the best thing they ever did with their life. But they spent like $5,000 on them. And I'm like, that's like a house down payment for me. Like, I can't afford that. They're like a doctor. And I'm like, okay, well, you're allowed. You make $350 an hour. I don't. I'm not paying that. So anyways, I don't know. Someone's been walking on their feet for a long ass time. You might have went and just bought like running shoes. Okay. Flats hurt our feet. Well, what kind of fucking foot are you supposed to have so then you stand properly? If it's not flat feet and it's not curved feet, what kind of foot is it? What is it supposed to be? I'm so confused on the foot. I don't understand feet. My chiropractor couldn't tell me this either. I was like, well, how's your foot supposed to look? And he's like, and I'm like, you're not helping me right now. You're not helping me right now. Property and loss. Yeah, see? They just went ahead and took shit from you. Took your property away from you. They took things away from you. Like, for all you know right now, you're supposed to be like a triple fucking home owner. Oh, flat shoes hurt. Oh, you have an eye arch. Yeah, see, I have a fucking arch like a motherfucker. So usually I like high shoes, but I can't walk on high shoes anymore. Honey, no way. I like all the feet. No, that's not the, God damn it, Lord. It's about what is your foot supposed to look like technically? I feel like I can see it in my third eye. I feel like you're supposed to be a less of an arch, I think. Anyways, we're getting off topic. Some people are obsessed with feet. I never knew that. Why? Like, ugh. They walk on the ground all day long. You know that, right? Okay. Ooh, what do we got on the bottom of the deck here? Reminded of you, 6 of Cups. I'm getting this whole, like, see all the little dots on there? I kind of saw those as all, like, stars in the sky, because then the moon is right there on the top. So I saw, like, the sky or something. I don't know, maybe somebody's thinking about you? Okay, beyond that, we're not going to go too far with that message because, yeah, there could be somebody thinking about you, but this person is also thinking about you. Whoever this person is, they're in your family, I think. I mean, I don't know, 6 of Cups, that could be like way back in the day. That could be another lifetime. That could be, I don't know, roots, 4th house, Cancer. I feel like whoever's very successful journey this has been of time and time and time again fucking you over. You know what I find ironic but not ironic because I don't believe in that word? There's the world right there with a successful journey is the world card, starting with the Fool card. Okay. But then also in the time and time again card, that's the world, but in reverse. So we have the world card here twice. So yeah, like you could and should possibly be like a triple house owner or something like that. You should have way more than what you do, possibly. Okay. It could also be like things were supposed to get given to you through your line, heavy blockages, see? Like you were supposed to get passed down cars and stuff like that, but it seemed like everybody just wanted to make their money. They wanted to make their $1,000. They wanted to sell their used cars, even though people in the family could have used them, right? They wanted to make their little bit of money. It was always about little bits of money. Okay, so maybe that's what it is. They're taking small amounts of money, what it looks like, but in the long run, it's now added up to obviously quite a bit of money. And you have been completely blocked from it. But sitting in your house a pleasure anyways. Like, fine, fuck you. Go ahead, fire me. I don't give a shit. Okay, I'm going to take everybody with me if you fire me. Okay, gone, vanished without a trace, causing unconscious reactions. So whoever this person is that has been stealing from you from like over and over and over again, you vanished from their life without a trace. They can't steal from you anymore if they can't find you. Okay, and this was a chain reaction. See, scam. There's a chain reaction. Okay, where they would come and steal from you, and they would bring a bunch of people with them. Okay, so everybody would steal from you, and then they'd leave. Okay, and it's like, but if they can't come to your house and take everything with their friends, and they don't know where you live, or if you're not home. Okay, I just saw alone, but not home. So, terminated in reverse would mean now you're not going to get fired. So if they're subconsciously taking your money, or if they're taking your money through work, they're causing you money, which is costing you money, right? Which is like, they could be making you sick. They could be making you temporarily like insane. Okay, losing jobs, losing connections. And now it seems like terminated in reverse, then it seems like it's almost like, if you feel like it's almost been supernatural, okay, how people turn on you, how companies turn on you, how family turns on you, how friends have turned on you, how boyfriends, girlfriends all turn on you. Okay, it seems like as soon as you say no once, everybody turns on you. Okay, that's the chain reaction. Okay, most likely all of those people have something in common, which is most likely drinking. Okay, chain reaction. One person's got a problem with you, or you say no to a drink. Somebody goes, well, she's not drinking anymore. Fuck her. And now you're out of the group. Okay, because you're not partaking in what they do. Okay, and that's why they'll come and steal from you again. They don't like you. Okay, so they try to obviously get you to do things, and you're like, I'm not doing that. And then there they come in and they steal from you again. But they're going to steal from you anyways. That's why it's a scam. It's like maybe they say, if you act this way, or if you behave yourself, or if you blah, 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 we won't come and do this to you again. So then you act accordingly, like they're fucking Santa Claus. You act accordingly, you don't do anything, and they fucking leave you cold and take everything anyways. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, so it's a scam. Every time they say for you to act a certain way, it's to cover up that they're doing something to steal from you. Oh my God. And you're reacting. They don't want you to react. So they try to control your reaction before you're allowed to react. And then they tell you you're not allowed to react to what they just did. They just told you you're not allowed to react. How can you not react? They just fucked you. Of course you're going to react. Oh my God. This is bad. This is bad. They're attacking who you are and then telling you you're not allowed to be who you are. They're like, who are you? And then you show them who you are, and then they're like, you can't be that way. We don't accept you. And you're like, you just told me I would be fine if I told you who I was, and now I'm not fine? Fucking liars, liars, liars. Rushing to ruin everything, War of the Worlds. You see what I mean? You got energies out there challenging you. Okay, they're challenging you because they don't fucking like that you question what they do. You're not supposed to question what they do. In their mind, nobody can question what they do. They're adults. pretty sure you still have to abide by the rules. They don't want to abide by the rules. Okay, that's usually, honestly, we have been dealing with so many entitled brats. I feel like there's an entitled brat every reading, so let this be it. Okay, saying that, like, you know, you were the cop that pulled them over because they were speeding, and every day for the last, I don't know how many years, they've been driving through there speeding every single fucking day, and then you walk up and you go to give them a ticket, and they're like, no, I've been speeding here for the last 5 years. You can't tell me that I can't speed here. And you're like, I'm not telling you you can't speed here. The law tells you can't speed here. I'm just now giving you a ticket. Okay? You can take that up with the judge in court as to why you were going 135 in an 80 zone. Okay? Saying you need to get somewhere. I don't give a shit, bitch. Laws in place. Okay? In your big fat face. Fucking disgrace. Okay. There's a lot coming down here. When you walked away, it changed everything. Okay? Enemy behind your lines. Stay away from them. This is they're gonna, okay, they've already taken a hit at you that wasn't justifiable. There's Libra right there. There isn't anything that's going to be able to fix it. Okay? Just keep moving forward. Don't turn around now. Okay? Somebody wants you to come, talk to them, get a job back. Keep moving in the future if this resonates. Okay, don't go into the past. It's like a trap. Okay, it's a trap. You're in danger. This is what I mean, trying to control everything. They want you to go into some type of job where you're going to get controlled 24/7. And I feel like somebody's just about to give in. Okay, but you're sitting in your fifth house of pleasure. Stay there. Okay, if you can make it work for a bit and you've got a dream, keep going. Because this is just one of those things, it's like, it's just fear. False evidence appearing real. Like, yeah, it can happen, sure. But as long as you're responsible enough, like sometimes our side hustles, they have to stay on the side and we have to go to work every day. And once that side hustle is producing enough money that you can live off of it, unfortunately, your side hustle has to stay on the side. It's the thing that you work towards. Okay. And like some people, they keep their 9-to-5s forever. Okay. And maybe you can't really do the 9-to-5, so you figured out another way to do it, which is even better. Then you're most likely not working 40 hours a week, but making the money that you still survive. So keep doing it. Because they're trying to control you out of it. They really are. They want you blocked. They don't want you able to do this. And it's most likely because they wanted to do it. Okay? And they just never had like the balls to do it, you know? Like, so you're doing it and they don't like that. Well, you know, life doesn't like a lot of things, okay? And we don't go and try to ruin it. So, can't control everything, you know what I mean? It's because fucking they couldn't do it. They should be excited that you get to do it, you know? Like, they lost their opportunity, whatever. Or, why can't they try? Even though you're doing it, why can't they try too? I don't understand. Why does somebody have to stop doing something in order for somebody else to do it? If they're meant to do it, there'll be a spot waiting for them, you know? Like, oh, sorry. I think I pulled something on my back. Oh. Just makes it so uncomfortable when I see it. Sometimes it's like right back here and I can't really get it. But there's a knot back there in my motherfucking back and it hurts like a bitch. All right, let's roll the dice. Oh, I don't know if I told you. Above all my illnesses that I have and all this stupid bullshit that I think is bullshit, I'm also double jointed. Oh my God, with arthritis. So my joints just like crack and like pop out and like get all rusted and shit. Oh my God. Like, what the fuck is this getting old horse shit about? Like, I'm so fucking over it. Okay. We have Leo. we have first house, and we have the moon. Some cards on this one. Wow. Okay. Like, I don't want to just assume when it's a, hey, Danny, when it's a love reading, okay? Because, like, we never get those. Like, when do we ever get love readings? Okay? Never. Okay, so we got the King of Wands here, and the fucking Queen of Wands just showed up. Okay, the Two of Wands is in between them, with the Two of Cups, okay, and the High Priestess. Yeah, this is some deep shit. Okay, we got some feelings up in here. Somebody is okay. I love that there's the Two of Wands because the King has a wand and the Queen has a wand. Okay, so with the Two of Wands, it's like both wands are present. Okay. It's just the King of Wands has to decide to make his move towards the Queen of Wands. Okay, because he's sitting down, but then he's moving. Okay, but the feminine energy, as the High Priestess, stays seated. She only gets up once he arrives. Okay, so I feel like with the moon energy, Cancerian energy, I also see that as the Chariot, intuitive movement. Okay, with Leo, that would be, you know, when I can only imagine how, like, if a man actually really wants to propose to a woman, how, like, honestly, how much your heart would probably be beating. That's what I feel like this would be with Leo. Like, but they're still going to do it. They're still going to step into their masculine, deliver it, okay, get into their first house, right? But it doesn't take that anxiety away. Like, I feel like there's anxiety here, but it's in a good way. Okay, so you might be mad at this person. So we're going to get a little bit of the story of what the hell is going on here. What is going on? You might have, like, love bombed them a little bit and they took off. Well, now they are coming back. Okay, self-indulgence, focusing on the self. Okay, so the Queen of Wands chilled with himself for a little bit and possibly had some one-night stands. Okay, and then now he's being brought back to the Queen of Wands energy, where he truly wants to be. Okay, so honor, protection, power. So there is some type of, like, need to protect you, stand up for you. Okay, and now maybe they realize that once they went through all these other people, realize that maybe you're where their loyalty is. Okay. Stability, security, growth, endurance, with adapt and change and things coming to light. Okay, so when this King of Wands moves towards you, makes a move towards you, they are going to tell you about these things that they did. Okay? And that might piss you off. Okay? But the thing is at least they're telling you and they're being honest, and you have every right to your feelings. And if you react, you react. If you don't, you don't. Okay. But I think maybe they're a little bit worried about how you're going to react to something. But at the same time, you're like, that's just, they're just gaslighting themselves. Okay. And using you like you're going to get angry. Okay. Well, that doesn't take away what you did. Like, okay. So it's like they're taking responsibility. Okay. Girl with the snake being charmed, enabled with wedding rings and date. Meeting somebody new. So they could have just recently got charmed by somebody they were married to. Okay. And they might have still really been in love with that person. And that person was secretly just trying to use them. Okay. And that's why they pushed you away, because this person they were married to might have even knew that you were around them. They might have, and they made a move, right, to get their husband back. And they don't really want their husband back. You know what I mean? They just don't want their husband with you. And it's like, that's nice. Pretty sure that's your husband's decisions and not yours. Okay, of course a fucking narcissistic, one-sided asshole would want their husband sitting at home pining over them instead of getting into a relationship and moving on. Okay, but, women know how to fucking put that sword in pretty deep, okay? So, clearly, they got hung up on somebody again. And, like, honestly, the way that I see it, I'm like, I don't really know how Spirit, like, kind of wants me to end it, other than the way that I see it. If, like we're not really supposed to be giving personal advice, okay, to these kinds of things. So it's just one of those things, like, Spirit is like, nobody knows how you're going to deal with this. Nobody knows how you're really going to react to it. And, you have every right to your feelings. Okay, so if there is a relationship in there and you can, not really give a shit about what they did, then, maybe it's your business, maybe it's not, and like maybe they only tell you about it because they respect you. So they feel like telling you, even though it's not really your business. So I don't know. Take it if it resonates. Where are we at? 32, 22? Wow, that was a lot of twos. Oh, honestly, I feel like I can't breathe. This fucking muscle in my back. Oh, oh, it's so annoying. What is the time? Holy fuck. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do one more reading and then that's it. Oh, fuck. I'm glad it's confirming for everybody. We have melting, serendipity. I'm going to take that's way too much. Okay. Last message. I feel like there's a cycle that's going to be ending early. And the reason for that, like, it's going to be ending, it was probably supposed to go right through till Christmas, possibly into the new year. But it's going to be done at like Halloween now. It's going to be done a lot quicker than before. Whereas before, your cycles might have taken way longer to happen. This one, it seems like it's speeding up. Like it's like 2 months ahead of schedule. So you're obviously doing something right. Okay. Like you might be working overtime or something, and it's going to get the job done way faster. So somebody is questioning your divinity. Okay. And that it's been done already. It's been done before. Okay. And that's why you're already ahead of schedule, because they might have thought by questioning or putting up a review to question you or something like that might have put you behind schedule. But you're kind of ahead of that now. You've already done your evaluation. It's like they put their request to have you evaluated in too late. It was already done. You had already passed your test. Okay, so they weren't able to slip it in there and get you trapped up in some type of fucking cycle in the past again. It's like continuously making you do grade 11 or something like that. Like there's only a statute of limitations with kids on how many times you can get them to repeat a fucking grade, because then you're just holding them back, and you can't hold them back. Okay, they have to move. So somebody, and like literally with the go card, that's why I'm getting it. Like they were literally I'm not going to tell you who just messaged me, but it was a celebrity. I love him so much. Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, I'm a little thrown off. Okay. Go, full steam ahead. Yeah, they were told to stop. And they didn't. Okay. And that's just like, what do you do? At a certain point, somebody else's allegations and assumptions, and, like eventually you should be able to like prove and be done. That's like, they can't just keep calling CPS on you saying you're not a good parent. It's like, no, I've been evaluated 100 fucking times. Like, you're not taking my kid. This has already been done. Like, I don't know if they think that they're going to be done already. Like, I feel like they jump cycles. They jump steps, they jump levels, and you're, probably trying to jump to the next level. You're probably trying to get somewhere, and they're like, they tried to stop you. The perfect storm, but in reverse. I just heard, wah, wah. Literally, like, you're not doing this again. I mean, there's obviously a time where, just because somebody says they know you, it doesn't mean shit. Okay? Because, like, people have a past, sure. Okay? But they can also, like, really evolve from that. They don't have to stay the piece of shit or what they used to be. Like, you can become such a better person. And I don't think they really know that. Literally, I just knocked the cards. God damn. It's like the biggest stack of fucking cards in the world. All I was going to try and do is stretch my goddamn back for a second. Fucking cards everywhere. And you know what? I'm going to play them because Card laid is a card played. Okay, go and make a coffee, people. There's about 20 cards here. To turn up the fan because now I'm getting the meat sweats. Okay. Blaze one for the nation. First card. Okay, then we got Sherlock and we got the Tower with Bully. This is what I'm saying. This tower is coming down because all of the information, like Sherlock, I redid this card. Look how kind of cool it is. I did, I put fingerprints on here, right? And then you got the little microscope and then the blood trail and then, yeah. I was pretty proud of myself with the fingerprints. I'm not going to lie. I was like, how do I do a fingerprint? And then I'm like, that's the artist's overthinking. How do I draw a fingerprint? Just press your finger up against the piece of paper. Okay, so they've left fingerprints at the scene of the crime, for fuck's sakes. And that's why, I mean, we do have murder. Okay, so I just didn't really know where that was playing in the reading here. Jealous little bitch. And look at another goddamn storm cloud. Well, this is a twister. This is going to rip shit up. From the fucking ground up. Okay? No, with torture and house. Look at that. Hearth and home in reverse. They're not taking this home this time. You know what I mean? Like normally, oh yeah, the house would be out there exposed and they come and they take it. Like if you've moved a lot, it's because they keep taking the roof over your head. And they keep telling you when it's time to change. Even though you don't need to move. That's the whole point of having a bully. Is a bully, and especially like any type of abuser in your life, they'll get you to move around a lot because it keeps you in trauma, right? Because then you have to make new friends, new routines, new this, new that. Now you forget that they just traumatized you. Okay, my stepfather did that to me. We moved like every 2 years, I think, for most of my childhood. After he did what he did, it was move, move. We stayed in a house max when I was a kid, like maybe 2 years, and then we moved again. It was constant trauma, and I never noticed it until I told, when I was giving my statement to the police about what he did to me, I told the cop like where we moved and how many times we moved, and he goes, "Why are you moving all the time?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I was a kid." And he goes, "Keep you in trauma." Like this cop that I talked to when I gave my statement, he noticed things in my story and he said things in my story that I never knew, you know, like I never put the pieces of the puzzle together that that's what he was doing, like my stepfather, to keep me in trauma. Because all I know is what I went through, what I saw. I don't know everything of like, oh yeah. So for instance, right after he really traumatized me, one of the last times he bought me a puppy. And I said, well, all I can remember around one of the last times, I was like, he bought me a puppy. I was like, so I don't really remember. And he goes, well, that's why. And I went, what do you mean? And he goes, well, why do you think he bought you the dog? And I was like, fucking riddle me that. Like, I don't know why he bought me I don't know. Like, I was like fucking 3 years old. Like, I don't know, you know, but here's this man taking this statement and he's like, you know, he's writing down these like key points of like when my stepfather did these massively huge things in my life that showed how much of a monster he really was. And I was like, but that's just my everyday. And he goes, yeah, well, sometimes your everyday is trauma. And it's to keep you in the trauma. And I'm like, oh my God. Like coming out of that precinct, I knew so much more than what I knew going in there. And I had no idea that that's the way it was going to work. Like I thought I was going to be fucking, you know, just ripped apart for allegations and all this shit. And I came out like, wow, I was more traumatized than what I even thought. I didn't even know. I mean, once you are on that side, everything is bad, but you don't know because it's everyday life for you. How the fuck are you? Oh, it's like, you know that your friends' parents are different, but like, how different are they? You're not around them all the time. And like, I know the beaver cleaver that my parents put on when my friends were around. Oh, now all of a sudden we're cooking breakfast for everybody because before I like, either I make something or I'm fucking screwed. Oh, now we're all kumbaya at the dinner table because before, it's always like, okay, let's a scene because your friend is here. Oh, let's see how nice we can be because Whitney's good looking. And then once my friend started getting older, my fucking pedophile stepfather was all like, he used to make comments about our 13-year-old bodies and going out and shit. He'd be like, oh, you girls look blah blah blah, and like checking us out up and down, and like my mom standing right there like, oh, Craig, you're so funny. Like, drink another fucking bottle of wine, you lush mom. You know what I mean? Like, these people are fucking fucked. And they think, oh, no, you don't know anything. You're not going to remember anything. Or you were so bad to deal with and this was all your fault. Tell me how, if they did buy you a familiar to put beside you, that bitch watched everything they fucking put you through from the second they lived to the second they died. And you got an extra witness to their abuse because you got another set of eyes on them. They're dumb if they think that the animals aren't watching them too. As I'm holding up my cat, trust me, my cat? No, Michael Hat. Okay, this has got magic written all over it. Oh my God. Lucky number 13 with exit. You are so lucky you get to leave this behind. Somebody has figured it out. Like, you might have had, I think we had a reading like this not too long ago where I was like, man, somebody had a social worker back in the day that fucking lied. And you told them the truth and they said you were lying, and you told them about the abuse. They put down that you were being eccentric, right? You just didn't want to be at home with your parents. Like, how they evaluated you was so fucked. No wonder we have the weeping willow. Okay, because that shit, not only did you not want to tell them, but then when you did tell them, they didn't believe you. So it was like, great. So it just took me fucking how long to tell you, and now you're going to tell me that it never happened? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Great. Awesome. Good for being honest. Great to tell me that I've got a shoulder to lean on and a fucking dependent, when I can't depend on shit when it comes to you. Okay, so now we've got panic because somebody out there is fucking panicking. Okay, they are fucking panicking about what you know, what you remember. Okay, the Christmases they fucked around, how much they took from you. Okay, how drunk they got all the time. Okay, how much that you were right on the money, yet they called you crazy. Said, oh, go outside, dumb kid. What are you talking about? You were calling shit out, probably left, right, and center. Oh, look, Dad's going outside to smoke another cigarette again. He fucking beats you on the side of the head because he's not supposed to be smoking, but you know exactly where he's going. Okay, there's instincts and private property in reverse. The thing is that their instincts were to act like you had no private property. Okay, your body wasn't private. They were allowed to do whatever they wanted. If you were under their roof, it doesn't matter. They owned you. Okay, and if they own you, then you don't get to have private property. Not in my house. In my house, I pay the bills. You don't get private property. You can have private property when you buy your own house, when you pay your own bills. Ever heard that come out of somebody's mouth? So you're straight up allowed to abuse me and disrespect me because you pay for the electricity in this house? Wow. Like, what does that even mean? Like, I'm fucking 8 years old. I can't work. I can't pay the bills. You're going to hold that shit over me? Like, there is that movie, Running Scared, with Paul Walker. And he talks about how he kicks the shit out of his dad because his dad fucking kicked the shit out of him. And the second that he got big enough, he grabbed a baseball bat and fucking did it back. And it's like, what do you think is going to happen? You keep abusing and abusing and abusing. Your kid is going to realize at a certain point, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this. Hey, Dad, pretty sure you're not supposed to be smacking me upside of the head when you're just supposed to be telling me not to do something. Okay, it's like, what? Are they allowed to hit you because they're your family? Okay, if a stranger's not allowed to hit you, then why is your fucking family allowed to hit you? I'm sorry. A punch is a punch. A slap is a slap. A kick, a fucking kick. Why does it matter if it's a stranger or your mom? Pretty sure it all means the same. Okay, so they took things out on you, and now it's like it's all coming back around. And they're not going to like that. Like, as soon as I started questioning my stepmother and what she did to me, I was evicted from that house. I'm not allowed to come back. Last time I asked to come back, I said I wasn't fucking doing this with them anymore. I'm not a fucking child. I want to talk about this. They said my dad told me he's going to call the cops on me for showing up to talk about our family drama. The cops? You're going to call the cops? Then 3 weeks later, he calls and wants to meet me in my town. And I'm like, I'm not going anywhere near you. I don't understand you. He is so dimensional in this way that he's delusional, and his wife and him, they're the only ones that live in this world, and nobody else does. And unless you pass all of his wife's tests and all of her check marks, you can't be in my father's life. And the way that I saw it, that's my father. He came in my mother to have me 20 or 39 years ago. Okay, this didn't have anything to do with your wife that you're married to now. Why am I jumping through hoops? Oh, wait, I'm not going to jump through hoops. I'm just going to walk away. And if you don't understand why, then, honey, we're not on the same level, and we can't speak anyways, because if you don't already know, I can't tell you. Okay, there's going to be so many things that you did and so many people you walked away from because they told you didn't have private property. And you know what? I was this video came up the other day, and it was this black lady singing this private parts song that they're teaching the kids. I don't know if it's like the wheel on the bus, and she changed it to "You can't touch my private parts." And it's like, damn, why didn't I learn that when I was in fucking kindergarten? Like, why didn't you teach me that? Because we needed to learn that a long time ago, that those were private areas and people weren't allowed to fuck with them. Okay? Like, I don't know why they say, even your room. You know, like, what, did they just burst into your room all the time? Like, when you shut the door, they opened it. It's like, were you not allowed any privacy whatsoever? That's disgusting. Okay, you know how many times I shut my door and my father opened it? Like, I shut my fucking door. I want privacy. Leave me alone. Nope, I live in this house and I can't. Nope. I can walk in here and violate your privacy all the fuck I want. But yet demanded respect every day. Right? That's it. Like, don't be surprised if like your psyche was completely fucked, because here you are being told that you're allowed privacy, yet they violate it, yet they contradict themselves. You know, it's like, it's very like, don't be surprised if there's a lot of things that you had to rewire, a lot of things that you had to like kind of come back on and be like, okay, like, that's not me. That's not how I would do it. Like, you know, because sometimes our instincts are to react as we always saw, because that's what we saw. So it's like, you know, are you reacting to things because it's what in your nature you saw every day, or because you want to react that way? Okay. So there's a lot of like collective now, and like, good for you, a lot of like man in the mirror shit going on. Right? Of like, wait a second, why did I just react like that? Wait a second, why am I angry right now? Like, what just happened? Evaluating it so then you stop it. Evaluating it while it's happening so then you don't fucking do it again. Right? Triggers are something that we don't even really know are there or visible or controlling us until we start to, you know, really look at shit. Sherlock. Okay, really look at some shit up close, personal. Okay, just because you don't look at it it's not going to make it go away or be better or fix itself. Time doesn't heal shit sometimes. Oh, I'll give them time. No, you coward bitch. Go and apologize. There is no more time. Because then that's people who abuse time, okay, and then the person dies. It's like, you have to learn that time isn't always going to be here. Time is also an illusion. Okay? And really, I think time was just created so that they could send people to work. It makes sense, right? Oh, instead of going, well, when the sun comes over the trees and once it gets back to the trees, you're done work, they went, you're working 9 to 5. It makes sense now, right? So the illusions in the mind must be freed to rewind. That didn't really make sense, but you know what I mean? Once you go back in time to all these things that you did, you're going to be like, wow, like who was talking, me or my mother? You know, like straight up dead, just like talking right out of your mouth. And like, they don't got to be 6 feet underground to be dead. Okay. Like your grandfather suddenly talking, or now you're driving like, you know, your aunt, like, cause it's all ancestor shit. It's all like in your lineage and DNA and shit, you know? It's creepy is what it is. Okay. So I'm going to peace out. I have a lot of cooking to do. So I really got to go cook right now. So peace out. I hope this resonates. Okay. It was a few weird readings, but I like it. So whoever brought that energy in, great. I'm not sure when I'll be back, but probably be tomorrow. And yeah, you know, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Jess. Thanks for everybody. I hope it resonated. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, everybody. All right. Oh my God. I need to have a bath. Fuck. I hope you all have some good baths and relax, stretch, and stay humble. Word to your mothers. All right. Peace.